Cartel Multimedia, in collaboration with BB Entertainment, presents WKHKYD.
A married man having an affair? Guys, it was just a mistake.
Oh, to hell with you and your mistake.
Please, would you like to eat now or you eat later?
I'll eat later.
Goodness. Is she the one?
She's the one.
You should have told us. You are only human. So this one stays between the three of us. It will not get anyone.
You have done the brotherhood proud.
My husband?
Your husband is cheating with the National Service person. And my heart is broken. Yay!
Hello?
It was a mistake.
It's showing at the National Theatre on Saturday, March 11th at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Ticket is a cool 100 Ghana cedi. Dial star 447 star 1096 hash to purchase your tickets via mobile money across all networks or call 0506 780 720. Sponsors: Cartel Group, Tank Fries and Logistics, Ebony Condoms. Cartel Multimedia, in collaboration with BB Entertainment, presents WKHKYD.
A married man having an affair? Guys, it was just a mistake.
Oh, to hell with you and your mistake.
Please, would you like to eat now or you eat later?
I'll eat later.
Goodness. Is she the one?
She's the one.
You should have told us. You are only human. So this one stays between the three of us. It will not get anyone.
You have done the brotherhood proud.
My husband?
Your husband is cheating with the National Service person. And my heart is broken. Yay!
Hello?
It was a mistake.
It's showing at the National Theatre on Saturday, March 11th at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Ticket is a cool 100 Ghana cedi. Dial star 447 star 1096 hash to purchase your tickets via mobile money across all networks or call 0506 780 720. Sponsors: Cartel Group, Tank Fries and Logistics, Ebony Condoms.
Yes, I'm a free sa break no. Na sisia no mianka sama bisa say na ukoho koye den. Ye bere mo den the bansa and I want to introduce my guest Emma ye wo mo have been your friend General Intitian mo dipa bebre na nim as General Intitian, one of the finest comedians ye wo country mo. You are welcome.
Thank you, Helen.
Our faces so no ye wo doctor of orgasm sana or watch him. Doctor so
yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you for that.
All right. Now, Ushemwa comedy, Jumano in Ghana especially, Musha comedy no. Is that a career? Mobile advice will be say on so one bring.
Oh, make us say it's a good career, but even in our Abuchi, most actors now instead of acting, hope it's always good to get a side job to beef up whatever that you are doing. And comedy is good. It depends on how you discipline yourself and how you build a brand for yourself that it works for you. So won't say but also be unique in your own way, and then people can contact you, and then you can get some good money.
Also, wouldn't you comedy or criminal? It's a good one.
Oh yes, a comedy is a good one. As Odika Kai and say, I mean, you have to be different from what everybody is doing, and we also need a support. Like a support from the country, a support from industry players, and a support from investors. Because say Ghana say I'm building idea or be anywhere or baby building my baby steps, cry. It is massive support from the people. Say so Tatia or support Tatia or Shrano Pa or support Tatia. So to Kwana so could be not so big comedians in Ghana. Say no, Charlie Ghana by your massive comedians. Sani never support you to grow. Yeah.
Comedy no musha situations around and now they are creating comedy and now one some dream more creative be what
Okay, like rightly said, no, as a comedian, you have to look at any might happen now or their content. You say the current issues in our newspapers, happenings on social media. You have to be very observant. Even when I'm chromocra and near cause different types of cars, ubi nantie. So, be did you acquire home, maybe I get to move, live your life. It helps to get the content coming and all that. And I think you have to look at issues that everybody can relate to. For instance, marital issues. Idea, Obia, Okaka, wants a broken heart. Last all the achieve say because also the ones that are in our kappa. We make I'm broken heart time and I'm super. So all these things are things that people can relate. So
but we saw all your day show.
Obwa.
Wow.
Obi o dey so omo ohun ba okose dem osu chen dey osu abontin.
Oh, okay. I see. Nti won so dey no o hwe ne ekoso na o dey aye comedy ana.
Oh yeah, say oh yeah artist and oh yeah comedian, you are 24 hours comedian. Tama yet you cry or your first interview no cry. We're seeing how the interview is going. We're seeing some of the questions that you ask and then maybe some of the funny answers that can come. So oh yeah artist now so yeah a comedian at 24 hours. Time bia sa unam chrome unam bia or artistic antenna no. Aso so with the all share situations and how best you can manipulate them to turn them into an interesting
artistic antenna no be there back, be there 2, be there 4. You want say they there back on say they me, they there 4 like give me chong be.
Oh wow. Interesting. So what are you saying?
Me artistic antenna.
And I would there.
Oh, they been there.
They be on number 30.
Wow. Now, on say comedy, mostly like you are saying, be what we can obi asem, be a public figure be. Now we can asem. Maybe it's funny to everybody, but I don't want the ninja. Yes, I know we need them because we can't really cry now. One way I know when you find you.
Say one thing is that when you're a comedian, you have to be very observant, especially when you are giving a show. You have to look at the target audience, those who are going to perform to. And then look at those who are coming. Study their mannerisms, their trend and all that. Obi with me up for joke. We are not going to be for joke. Then don't go and do comedy about the person. But we have different types of comedians. It will be on maybe I'm fan. I don't care. Or be blast will be and the man hype cost through. And no just copy the same style. Maybe cool spirit. You can't do it. Me, for instance, I don't really get to people as in do comedy to tease people. I'm not good at that. I look at general issues and I hardly will you see me doing comedy to laugh at someone. Maybe once in a while be mostly very friendly or before I didn't joke. I've done a comedy about our president before, and the way I did it, everybody will laugh. And I'm sure if the president even sees it, he himself will laugh because it's not something like getting at him, but it's something that will not say, hey, I did me yes you. No, definitely maybe another name. For instance, you look at ABI who president is or no public, and me doing a comedy about the president drinking water in public. On one but you don't go attacking and then pushing things, I'm very particular about that. So I'm a bit different. So how do we say content because the speciality or your comedy a man build is good for the person. So you have to study yourself and know your strength and the things that you can absorb, and then you go in for it.
Now, why a comedy of Obia who can be one sem that like personality, public figure, Obia comparison, mama?
Those days now, we used to do political satire. Myself and Jonathan Tati, I say issues bar. I mean, we take those issues and we make jokes out of them. Now, we were very sensitive about the topics that we were taking because now some topics are there sensitive. Now, when you say Ghana, so you're too strong political parties. I mean, if you're making a joke about this, I mean, the other political parties attacking you. You're making a joke about this, other political parties attacking you. And we were actually very, very, very. We're very careful about the kind of topics that we were using. And yes, so now we're doing a lot of intellectual jokes and intellectual comedy. So at the end of the day, we're doing a lot of political jokes for both political parties, but time na BB or social media, I mean, it was like a big issue.
The show was over about a year and over, but
yeah,
we look at the content that we have.
Yeah.
First of all, you look at it, say when out to Harvestry. So you have to draw the thing over and over. And then also when I hear from so we look at a lot of things before we bring it out.
Enough things so no send more remember all your lines because sometimes it's amazing. More maybe I'm back stories by 5 be at a golden in now was say unkiding na mu say na was there a point after mu film lines ana.
Okay, so first of all you have to understand whatever that you have to get a script for yourself. After getting the script you have to rehearse the thing to the extent that you understand it becomes part of you. So for instance, you can stand in front of your mirror, do your rehearsals over and over and over again. It becomes part of you natural. And then now you program your everything, content that you're going to do, program it with steps. Into myself like this, when I'm staying my stand-up comedy or even when I'm acting and as I put my whole everything into a story. Into my family say, for instance, stand-up comedy, may be about broken heart. When you're broken heart, you know, and I'm called that hospital. And I'm to be able to decide to say, I'm going to move on to a talk about me. Come by na any mama ye beginning na ye cause na odidi kama afre de medwuma say no afre onye aduane ndi and start say odidi matemone me kasa rough of feel and also say obetu afri akotna me next neighbors. So it's a story. So when you have it in a story form and it's well planned and programmed and well rehearsed, it becomes part of you. So hardly will you forget your lines, but like it happens. Okay. You share some audience be, you know, and like I said, a lot of things can change. Some audience want to interact with you, and even the spur of the moment, you can even see something in the audience and you want to address it. One, hey, I'll bet me off. But all the time, you just have to be conscious of yourself. So know the limit that you can go, that you can come back to track and then flow with what that you have, so that you don't go off. When it comes to script like the stage theater and what you're going to do at the National Theater like this on the 11th, what you have to do is understand the story. First of all, read the story. And don't assume the lines of, like, let's say I'm playing a role with you. I don't have to assume, I have to know your lines. Not knowing your lines as in remembering your lines or reciting your lines or something. But then I have to know, say, oh, can we? I don't have to assume what you are going to say, but I have to listen. So when I listen to, like, as we're having a conversation, we listen to each other. Now, when we listen, it helps you to follow up with the question that you want to ask. And I also listen to you very well, I understand the question, and then I'm able to answer accordingly. So it's the same trend on stage. It's a script, all right. Somebody has written it. But when you understand it very well, understand the person that you're going to act with, you know the cue that you have to go in, you know your blockings, you know your movement, where you have to go down stage. You have to know all this. So it's a lot of work. But you have to rehearse and rehearse and rehearse so that it becomes part of you. Then you can deliver. Awesome. Yeah.
But will we say, Siciano, Ghanaian comedians, Ghana for air supporting?
Oh yes, so I mean some time back, that's also to me say your show be our conference center just like one Ghanaian comedian, or like two Ghanaian comedians. But if you look at the industry right now, we have lots of interesting comedians. I say, a comedy clubs near the idea. I mean, Ghanaians always come. A lot of comedians say almost specials. I mean, a lot of Ghanaians are supporting right now. I mean, a support new one, a support need the yeah, you can really feel that. I mean, Ghanaians are really accepting Ghanaian comedians. Yeah.
That's good to hear. I mean, the last time I was one of the comedy shows now, back to back, from everybody that came on the stage, it was beautiful. So since then, we say comedy show be new, now.
Rather there, you can bet your last coin on Ghanaian comedians. Like everybody is serious because floppy, and now they say, you know, even the young ones that are coming, so even if you are there already and you think that you can relax, you are lying. That's why it has, and the comedy clubs also, you know, different comedy clubs, and they are also, that's where you also get to rehearse your materials, do it for the first time for people to hear, and then you know, oh, okay, joke with fire, I'm in Franco, I'm in changing, I'm in joke with and then it helps you understand. So now, I think all Ghanaians can trust Ghanaian comedians, that when you come, you have a good laugh in everything that we do. Yeah.
But more association, like Comedians of Ghana Association.
Yeah, there's an association that will be launched very soon. Obrimpong is the president, current president. Percy, his name is Percy. He's the current president, and we have our treasurer, spokesperson, and everything, the finance director, and all that. So very soon it will be launched, and people will also hear about that. The unity is there compared to some years back, where everybody wants to do their own individual. Which I think, I mean, that time I believe that they did what they could do. They did their best. Even without associations and all that, they pulled it off, and today we are also here and we are also pushing, and the dream is to get the better association so that the young ones that are coming, we can't do it all the time. It will get to a time, I will not do it again. Maybe I might, so instead time changes, maybe I'll become a medical doctor and I'll stop being a comedian so that the young ones also come and push it. But very soon, like I said, either a lawyer or a medical doctor, which I'm working on, or astronaut. Or what do you want me to become? Give me something.
Oh, I mean, you have the final say. Wukoho koye deng. Hey. Yankasa.
What is it about? It's a very interesting piece. is one say normally, two people meet, they have a conversation, they have a relationship, they have some sort of affair, and then what we see on social media is what they want us to see. But almost separate here, Obia on the side of the story of what transpired between them or what happened between them. It's about a woman who had an affair with a married man, her boss, and a national service personnel who had an affair with her boss, who is a banker. And say relationship not end, and a banker na put CZ BBR free again in chain. And again he said no, but the banker na go court, but the banker raped her, and she has an evidence to prove that the banker raped her. Banker also said no, they didn't rape her. And the lawyers are working on the case, and you say in the court there, evidence is the name of the game. So at the end of the day, can the girl prove a case or can the banker also win? I mean, lawyers ne so a be fa case ne say no on be the case no
na before the story where is it not linked to
there are several stories on more
you say link as what you
story when they say I na yet
so what will be
there maybe na script no ma acting out but I think say it might be similar, but this is a special story that people should come and learn something unique from a married man. Is it good for you to have a side chick? As a wife, what do you have to do in the house for your husband not to go and follow other women? There are a lot of things to learn from. And just come and see lawyer Inti, Clemento Suarez, the Nantatia, NGO, Daniel DeLong, Louis Lamis as a judge, and then Faglo, Bismarck the Joke. So the play is huge. Pekokodaki and all the guys. My joy. In fact, when you come to National Theatre, you know that we are giving you all the best comedians that we think you can see them on stage performing. And Saturday next week, Saturday is going to be massive. 11th March is going to be dangerous. So just come with a special person. If somebody is not feeling well, bring the person to the National Theatre. Let the person come and have a good laugh. If somebody is going through stress, depression, come to the National Theatre. If you're not going through anything, to come to the National Theatre, come and laugh. Obia, the Obenya wom. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. But you were even talking about say say what are the women not doing right? Husband be call out for first side chick. But also ye bibia so. The husband need
bibia yes. On say the obeka so ye bibia, but at the end nyina say the obeka say o ye bibia no. Ebia na ntisa. My man so be one mama ho ya hometi. The obeka bibia obeko. What you say? So maybe you when you come you might pick a trick, one or two beer, be open no bon say, okay, ade we na me say me ye pa. Ebia be man so be say, oh, ade we am ye pa de. Man hwe a etin be ko asem oba bia me din na chi betimi akoksu mu egu mani ma ase. Into my men sama bravo and stick to my wife and respect my family. So what I say. So it's a whole lot.
And I said also you accept that men will always cheat.
So you don't worry your head anymore. Some men will
when they say hey to me accept money
no, today now me catch you say if you're a woman and you are married, your money is your money. Your husband's money is what? The family's money.
Absolutely. That I agree.
That you agree, right?
Yes.
Oh, that you agree.
That you agree. So if you're a woman and you're a woman, you belong to your husband alone, but your husband belongs to other women.
Oh, interesting. No.
You see?
On a more serious note, I feel say know your man. That's one thing that is very, very important. People are going through a lot of problems. I don't know the man that they are going to marry. Maybe an ammo date, or some styles be among who say no, maybe because I feel say when it gets to some level, or I'm an abroad, you are doing, man, how because we drink too much now. I was a mama depression. The mama I drink gin baby. I feel no word down. No more did the knock for Bible for a better knife. So who say science now oh bread too much now oh kasa bread. I think you should psych yourself up. Yeah, it happens. Just be ahead of time. Because mostly what I've realized things in a relationship is that people always sit down for things to catch up with them. Yeah. But always be ahead of time.
Initially,
say not only first not for about 20 times a day, after day, or for about 2 times. After day, I say on said time just start telling yourself, say, calm down, Adwa, calm down, Helen, calm down, calm yourself down. Kofi, calm yourself. And it's not the guys alone. Some ladies also do it. You know, people are also hurting people. Ladies are also hurting guys.
I said that be an mukanya man bear right, but you don't say what the men would do right because people who are finding who are dreaming into who feel so cheats, but also the oil was just say
but say women are smarter when it comes to cheating than men. Say and women is be
and about be cheating
yes.
Bema be cheating abasamba back. Boba obi cheat ube wu bema obi bibi yo.
Some want to take it by most of
the
kind of first broken heart or sorry be 2 a.m. at University of Ghana or proud the whole room.
It wasn't easy for me. Yeah. And come me be see building.
When your story.
It's not a story. It's a serious. My first girlfriend, very sad, and she broke up with me, and then it wasn't easy.
Oh, sorry.
No. So
wow, it's Okohoko. 11th March.
11th March, National Theatre. First show is 4 p.m. and the second show is 8 p.m.
Okay, it's moving in 2 sections.
Yeah, in 2 sections. So you went to number 8, you went to number 4, went to number 4, but the idea is that ticket is fast selling. Go forward to ticket online. If you want to buy your ticket online, just sit at the comfort of your home. As we are talking right now, just pick your phone and dial star 447 star 1096 hash. Star 447 star 1096 hash and just buy your ticket. Whether MTN, Vodafone, Airtel, Tigo, anywhere, just buy your ticket at the comfort. It's just 100 cedis per. 100 cedis. To 20 and the amount of workers. So we manager, workers now you do my Christmas you can't have treat be free about we deliver by 100 tickets at the amount. Mama be clean and crowd oh to ticket ma clean no. No make sure play. No Charlie, me here play, me boss man me here play. Once oh yeah juma no dey need be here juma. Into bank manager, individual company owners, CEOs managers, buy ticket for your workers. Let them come and enjoy. Individuals buy ticket. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, call your girlfriend, buy ticket, come and watch a play.
And buy for side chicks. Oh,
hey, be careful. Every day you are in the room, come out. Stop staying in the room.
I say I'm on for better. I say because Ube Juan say
no
people don't like going out, but come
remember the pesa. Remember the pesa. Because say yeah, me them empowering. The piano on your banish them.
Oh, but the beauty of this play is when you are not laughing, you are following the story.
Yeah.
What do I say?
The storyline is beautiful.
Yeah, the storyline is so beautiful.
I mean,
interesting things will happen at the court. I mean,
I'm here play on National Theatre. I've seen different people. If I know exactly, like about 100 people who always come and say, hey, you know, I'm here play on National Theatre, but where and they become our regular customers because they come and they see the set and the wow of the whole how the auditorium changes and all that. They are like wow. They be and we've gotten people who always follow and come and watch our shows because the first time was just superb. Yeah. And if you're coming to see a play that has Clemento Charest, that has Foster Romanus, that has Daniel DeLong, Bismarck the Joke, Lawyer N.T., Louis Lamis, NGO.
It's a whole KJT versus Makola crew.
Just imagine KJT versus Makola on social media and you're coming to watch them live. Oh, you can't miss this one.
One can say we see Wendy and I say one now we and you'll be but who can say basically our friends so number bay.
Yes, number now your best friend dear. Nanka e wo metim ba me be ya na ka bi bo me so abenti efri metim sesi ya tie se me hwe me yi nso na me bebo ma wo numbers no so a ye bobo yin so no se o fie bi obi obeka se o metim to ana me ni smartphone ana ticket ni po de o de me ha wo kra for number we baby a wo she bia e ba be den abe deliver e de amount enti betimi afre number we 0261 931099 0261 931099 and 05067807720 05067807720.
Okay, General Intiti that's pass Obaye and Doctor of Orgasm comedian so that's pa say Obaye meeting Eddie Helen and you jan obetimi afremi Helen K. It's been a great one here. Nyame bo ha echina so no ye besa Eddie each as bebremu e wa higher original television. Have a good night.
Having an affair, guys. It was just a mistake.
Oh, to hell with you and your mistake.
Please, would you like to eat now or you eat later?
I'll eat later.
Is she the one?
She's the one.
You should have told us. You are only human. So this one stays between the three of us. It will not get anywhere.
You have done the brotherhood proud.
My husband?
Your husband? cheating with the National Service person. And my heart is broken. Hey!
Hello?
It was a mistake.
It's showing at the National Theatre on Saturday, March 11th at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Ticket is a cool 100 Ghana cedi. Dial star 447, star 1096 hash to purchase your tickets via mobile money.